Hi everyone, 大家好，欢迎大家 welcome and welcome back to our HSK2 Mandarin podcast. I'm your old friend Melanie, 我是 Melanie, and here today with our old dear friend Emilyn, 我们的老朋友 Emilyn. Emilyn, 你最近怎么样？
我很好，你呢，Melanie？我现在在西班牙，然后我每天都非常的开心。你呢？
很好 I'm happy for you. 我为你高兴啊！我在中国，这里最近有点冷啊。Here recently it's a bit cold. 我不喜欢冷。
我也不喜欢，但是有太阳的时候，我觉得特别的好。
That's so good. 那
So, for today's classes, I hope you guys are prepared. I hope you guys are excited. So today we are going to look in a useful grammar pattern in Chinese, which is verb plus 着. So we're going to see it, how we're going to use it during our lesson, through a dialogue. So stay tuned with us.
And we will also take a look at daily life in China and 奶茶奶茶 culture, the bubble milk tea. So and a lot of practical phrases for HSK2 learners. Let's get started.
Okay. So 我们快开始吧. Okay. So, before we start it, we are listening to the Hanyu Chinese School podcast. If you are learning Chinese and want to take your skill to the next level, you are going to love this episode. And if you'd like to learn with us, you can try a free one-on-one class through our platform. So you can see it here. We have a link, www.hanyuchineseschool.com. So we have classes starting from 39 euros with live classes, recorded classes, and the full access to our online campus. So you can learn by your own pace, whatever you want, whatever you like. Okay, so come and join us on hanyuchineseschool.com.
欢迎大家. Okay, as usual, we will start with a very useful dialogue. So today the setting of the dialogue is Melanie and Emilyn are at a cafe. 他们在咖啡店。哦，你看那边那个人。
穿黑色衣服的那个吗？
不是，他旁边的。
吃着蛋糕的那个。
是的，他的小狗好可爱呀。
哈哈，对呀，他带着小狗出来喝咖啡呢。
他左边穿白色裙子的女孩的衣服也很好看。
没错，他穿着的鞋子也很可爱。
哇，今天大家都穿着漂亮的衣服啊。
Very good.
Okay, let's move to our grammar for today. So the grammar point of today is verb plus 着. It is used to show that an action is continuing or a state is ongoing.
Very good. So let's look at the sentence structure first. So we put subject at first, then verb, and then after is 着. And if you want to add more details, you can also put the object in the last. So for example, we can look at these simple ones. So the first one is 门开着. So the door is open. Or 他笑着. He's smiling.
Very good. And let's look at the second structure. Subject plus verb plus 着 plus object plus verb, which indicates the main action. So there are two verbs in this structure. Okay, so we use this to describe a background action happening together with a main action. Let's look at the example. First, 他笑着说话. He spoke while smiling. So here, 说话 is the main action, speak. And 笑着 is to describe the state of this person. And next one, 他听着音乐写作业。Okay, so which one is the main action? 写作业 doing writing homework is the main action, and 听着音乐 is the state.
So one thing I like to talk about it with my student, for example, the sentence that we looked previously. Let me just slide it back. So when we say 门开着, doesn't mean like we're opening the door. It means a continuing, but it's not like opening. It means that the door is open and it stays open, right? So 他笑着, he's smiling. It stays, he stays smiling. It's not like this is kind of course, it's a different for people and object, but it means something that is continuing. So we can also see what Melanie said. 她笑着说话, main action, the most important action, 说话, but continuing the smile. Yeah, so it's a more like a long-term phrase, right?
Perfect. Thank you for the details.
Yes. So let's look into something more complicated. The examples from our dialogue. So when we say 穿着黑色衣服的那个吗? So the one who is wearing black clothes. So that's not talking about like she or he is putting on the clothes. No, it means that he is wearing, continuing. And the second one we have, 他带着小狗出来喝咖啡呢. So he brought his dog out for coffee. So the main action is to drink coffee, but he's taking the dog out, which is something like he's not just doing it for coffee, but also he took them out for past, present, and then probably future, a little bit of the future as well.
That's very clear. Okay, let's keep going. We have some extra HSK 2-level examples. The first one, 墙上挂着一张地图. There's a map hanging on the wall. So here, 挂着, hanging to describe the state of this map. This map is hanging on the wall. Next one, 桌子上放着很多水果. Okay, so 放着 is a very common expression we use with the verb and the 着. So 放着, there are many fruits on the table. So 放着 means are putting on the table. Okay.
Then we would also have something. Let's see something about the negative ones. So here we have 没有, and then with before the verb, and then we put also the 着 after the verb. So let's look at some examples. So first we have 门没有开着. The door is not open. It's not continuing open. So the door is closed. Or 他没有拿着书. So he's not holding a book.
Okay, so be careful. And now let's keep going with the question form. So questions with 着, there are two common structures. First one, 有没有 plus verb plus 着 plus object. And the second one, verb plus 着 plus object plus 没有. And both are correct and used in daily life. So both are okay, which means is there, is blah blah, or not.
Very good. So let's look at some examples. The first one we have, 桌子上有没有放着水果? Is there fruit placed on the table or not? Or 他拿着手机没有? So is he holding a cell phone in his hand or not? Very good. And the last one, 教室里有没有坐着学生? So are there students sitting in the classroom or not?
Very good. Today we got so many structures. So please don't memorize the structures. Memorize the examples and imitate the examples to make your own sentences. That will be more useful. Okay, now it's a challenge. How would you say in Chinese? 大家用中文怎么说 She is eating cake while listening to music.
So think about the sentence structure that we just talked about and leave your answer in the comment section down below. We will be very happy to take a look and we can discuss about it.
大家试试吧. Please have a try. Okay, now let's move back to our dialogue and to review the grammar we have talked about today. 你看那个人 Look at that person over there.
穿着黑色衣服的那个吗？ The one wearing black clothes?
不是，他旁边的 No, the one next to him.
啊，吃着蛋糕的那个 The one is eating cake?
是的，他的小狗好可爱呀。Yes, his little dog is so cute.
哈哈，对呀，他带着小狗出来喝咖啡呢。That's right. He brought his dog out for coffee.
他左边穿白色裙子的女孩的衣服也很好看。The girl on his left wearing a white dress also looks great.
没错，穿着的鞋子也很可爱。Exactly. And the shoes, her shoes that she's wearing are cute.
今天大家都穿着漂亮的衣服啊。Everyone is wearing such nice clothes today.
Very good.
Okay, are you enjoying this episode? With our classes, you can make even more progress. We're the top-rated online academy with over 3,000 satisfied students. And we have an overall rating on Trustpilot 4.8 out of 5 based on over 200 reviews. We offer courses starting from just 39 euros, including group classes, recordings, and a 24/7 learning platform. And if you like to start step by step, try a free class and see for yourself. You can scan the QR code right here at this page or listen to all our podcast episodes on our campus. We have our podcast on all kinds of platforms like Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, Apple Podcasts, etc. If you want to know more, you can check on our website. So welcome to visit our website campus.hanyuchineseschool.com/podcast or campus.trinland.com/podcast.
Hey, very good.
Okay, now let's move to our next part, culture. So we're gonna talk about a famous drink that you might have tried. It's boba milk tea. So Emily, you're from Taiwan, right?
Yes. And the boba milk tea is actually from Taiwan.
大家都知道 everybody knows it. So what do people usually call bubble tea there?
Okay, so in Taiwan, we usually say 真奶, which is a short form for 珍珠奶茶. So the bubble milk tea, right? 珍珠 means pearls, the bubble, and it's a chewy tapioca balls. If anyone would have tried it, would know like it's really chewy and a bit with sugar, brown sugar, normal sugar, like any kinds. And 奶茶 means milk tea. So 真奶 is like bubble milk tea, pearl milk tea.
Ah, but when I went to China, people just said 奶茶, which means milk tea.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting for me because I saw this on social media that people would just say 奶茶去买奶茶. But like for us, it's a bit different because if you say 奶茶 means just like normal milk tea without the bubble. So I don't know, it's really different from us. For us. So, but if you go to mainland China, you could say 奶茶. I think people would get it.
Exactly. So that's such a fun cultural difference. So if I want pearls in Taiwan, I should make sure to say 真奶，对不对？Right?
Exactly. Very good.
Okay, another thing I noticed is the price. When I bought bubble tea in Europe, it cost me about 6 or 7 euros. 6欧元或者7欧元. Wow, that's almost the price of a meal. 太贵了, too expensive.
Exactly. So in Taiwan, like this is something like I couldn't spend my money on in Europe. In Taiwan, the bubble milk tea is so much cheaper. A regular cup it's about 2 to 3 euro. With 3 euro, it's already a bit expensive for us. Depends what you add in the cup, of course. If you add a lot of more toppings, it would be more expensive, but normally it's around 2 to 3. And if you really dig into it, you find some places in the countryside, I think you could get something between like 1 euro, 150 euro. Yeah, that's the normal price.
Yeah, wow, that's such a big difference.
Yeah, so that's why like when we Taiwanese people travel abroad, we often get shocked by how expensive the bubble tea is. Like it's an everyday drink we have in Taiwan, but in our country, it's more like a luxury or a weekend treat, right?
Wow, let's start a bubble tea business in Europe. Yeah, okay, so when people think of bubble tea, they usually think of the classic milk tea with pearls, but actually there are so many flavors now, right?
Yeah, definitely. So, of course, first of all, I personally, I don't really drink bubble milk tea.
Oh,
I don't really like the tea mixing with the milk. So what I normally would order is brown sugar pro with fresh milk. That's it, like without the tea. So you can see like in Taiwan we have all kinds of different flavors. We have green tea, taro, which it's not something you could find in Europe. It's not a plant that you can find in Europe, but it's something like we really eat and drink in common, or even in the cake in Asian country. Or matcha, I think is also really famous from Japanese culture. Fruit teas, or even cheese form of on top is something, it's something really common in Taiwan. So you can see like as the picture, you have all kinds of different flavors that you can choose whatever you like. So so yeah, that's all you can find in Taiwan.
wow, that sounds amazing. 听起来太棒了. So even people who don't like tea can enjoy bubble tea, right?
Exactly. So the drink has really evolved, and so there's always something for everyone.
Oh, wow. Now I have to ask, how often do people in Taiwan drink bubble tea?
Oh, honestly, every day, every day.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. This is something like people would. I saw a really funny video talking about this because Japanese people would be like, "Oh, we don't eat sushi every day. That's so stereotype." And then they're like, "Do Taiwanese people drink bubble milk tea every day?" And we're like, "Yeah, we do."
Wow. Yeah, so like coffee for some people.
Exactly. So you can see in Taiwan there's bubble milk tea shop everywhere. Like within 2 blocks you can find probably two, three, or even more bubble milk tea. We have also, if you go to the night market, you can find like a street like full of bubble milk tea, like different kinds of shops. So yeah, it's something really common. If you're thirsty, you can grab one, but just be careful because of course it gets you fat. So depends. Like I don't drink it every day because I don't want to get fat, but if I could, I would.
What a surprising side effect. Be careful. 大家要小心啊. Okay, so does that explain why Taiwan is really the bubble tea capital of the world?
Absolutely. So remember that bubble milk tea, it's actually originally from Taiwan.
Yeah, so when you order it in Taiwan, please don't forget to say 真奶, and in mainland China, please don't forget to say 奶茶.
Very good.
Okay, so 大家记得吗? Do you remember earlier we asked the question, she is eating cake while listening to music. How do we say that in Chinese?
So the correct answer is 她吃着蛋糕，听着音乐. So she is eating the cake, listening to the music.
So good. Did you make it correctly? If not, don't be upset. Keep trying.
Okay, so now it's your turn to make a sentence with our structures today. Verb plus 着.
Okay, so please have a try and leave your answers in the comments below. We will review them and give corrections if needed. So 试试吧.
Very good. So thank you for staying with us until the end. If you truly want to learn Chinese with real teachers, with the one-on-one classes, please visit our website, hanyuchineseschool.com, and book your free class. We have courses starting from just 39 euros, live classes, recorded classes, group classes, one-on-one classes, whatever you like. So we have also a complete platform to help your progress step by step. Plus, all of our podcasts are organized in the campus, so you can track your progress. Here we have the link right here, campus.hanyuchineseschool.com/podcast or campus.training.com/podcast. So we really hope to see you guys in class.
Okay, so today we have learned how to use verb plus 着, and we explored the fascinating boba culture in Asia.
Yes. So the next episode is the last episode of our HSK2 podcast. Time flies, right?
时间过得太快了. Now what we will learn next time?
So we will be reviewing all the important grammars in HSK2. And then we will talk a little bit about what we'll be seeing in the HSK2 exam. So if you are practicing, if you are preparing for this exam, please, you have to stay tuned for our next episode.
Wow, that sounds really exciting. Okay, so don't forget to leave a comment practicing the sentences you learned today, and we will see you next time. 再见。
再见。
下周见. See you next week.